Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Thrive for Life. I'm your presenter, Dr. Alicia Shelly. I'm so excited that you're here. And if you're looking at this during the replay, I'm excited that you're looking at it in the replay. So feel free to write any type of comments, any type of questions you have in the comments. I'll be happy to look and kind of answer your questions. Or if I don't get to it before the next Facebook Live, I'll answer it in the next Facebook Live. So today we're going to be talking about how to create realistic goals for your weight loss journey. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, I already know how to make my goal. But what I find is that, but I don't know about you, sometimes I tend to want to do everything all at the same time. And it can be overwhelming to the point where I just end up stopping because I'm like, I can't do this. And sometimes I have these all or nothing thoughts, where I have to do everything perfect or nothing at all. And we all know that we're human, for sure. But sometimes when we have that all or nothing thoughts, it makes it so difficult for us to actually complete our different goals and to see a change in our weight loss. So that's why I wanted to take a moment to kind of talk about how to create realistic goals. But first, let me tell you a little bit about myself. You may not know me, but my name is Dr. Shelly. I'm a board-certified internal medicine, obesity medicine physician, and I practice outside of Atlanta in the Douglasville area. I'm also the host of the Back on Track Overcoming Weight Regain. The reason why I decided to get into obesity medicine is because I have struggled with obesity all my life. I see pictures of myself as a kid, and I was like, wow, I was a little chunky something. I was just a little chunky bunkin for the most part. And it's something that I struggled with. It's something that my parents struggled with, even not only as a child, an adult, a teenager, all the above. And so I wanted to be able to help others with getting to their weight loss goal. And so that's why I ended up going into obesity medicine. Overall, I lost about 80 pounds just with my own transformation. And I will be happy to share more about what I've done in the future or how I did it in the future. But most importantly, now what I enjoy doing, I enjoy running. I enjoy traveling. And actually, I'm currently training for an Ironman. So you'll definitely see me posting about my Ironman struggles. And I have actually ran 6 marathons. So I'm a fitness enthusiast for sure. So that's just a little bit about me. But let's get back to what we're here for, about how to make realistic goals. But first, why is it important to make realistic goals? Number one, we get overwhelmed easily. We have so much to do. We may have to take care of our family, our children, our parents, our spouses. We may have to, have to do a lot at work. And so sometimes we just don't have time for ourselves. And so by making realistic goals that we can put into our schedule may, number one, be less stressful on us. It allows us, number one, to be able to have a healthier lifestyle. Number two is less stressful. And then number three, we're actually making strides. We're actually seeing ourselves lose weight. So it's important to make realistic goals. The next question is how to make realistic goals. Now, I love the mnemonic SMART, which is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. So with these particular goals, these aren't, when I think of SMART goals, I think of these goals as being very specific. And so when we think about our goals, we may say, well, my goal is just to lose 20 pounds, or my goal may be just to lose or to go exercise. Now, those are they're still good goals, but they're not specific. It doesn't tell you how you plan to lose the 20 pounds. It doesn't tell you how you plan to increase your exercise. And it becomes an issue because when you think, when you're if you do something to exercise and then you're like, well, I did go to the gym, but are you meeting that expectation? Are you meeting that goal that you set forth? And when you look back, you're like, well, I just said I was going to exercise. I guess this worked. So you don't have any direction and it doesn't tell you the how. So with the SMART mnemonic, like I said, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. So with these type goals, they help you to be specific. A good example of this is, let's say I'm not exercising. It's not realistic for me to say I'm going to run a marathon 2 months from now. Just not realistic, especially if you haven't been exercising before. But it would be more realistic to say, hey, I'm going to exercise 30 minutes a day, 5 days out the week, doing walk or going to the gym. and doing cardio. So being specific in what you're doing helps you to be able to say, hey, did I meet that goal at the end of the week? Or where could I have improved? So it's important to make sure that you have goals that are realistic. Now, the other thing I'm going to say, it's important to have goals that you can actually do. Sometimes we have all these lofty goals. We're like, I'm going to work out 7 days out the week for 2 hours in a session doing X, Y, and Z. But how realistic is this if you haven't been exercising before? Like, you're going to be tired. You're going to be drained. So it's important to kind of have that have a realistic goal on what you can put into your lifestyle. You may also get frustrated because you're not meeting that goal. And then you may get discouraged to the point where you just stop. So it really is important for you to be able to make that realistic goal, make sure you can put it into your lifestyle. And then secondly, I always recommend to start with one goal. Who says you have to do everything all at once? Who says you have to stop, eat right, exercise, stop drinking soda, drink more water? It's overwhelming to think about this, but start with one healthy habit that you can include in your busy lifestyle. Once you get to that healthy habit, you're doing that well, you're being consistent, start with another healthy habit. No one says you have to do it all at once, and what you'll find is that you will still actually lose weight, and you'll be consistent because you've been able to implement one particular healthy lifestyle at a time. And you may find that it actually builds up on each other so that it's not even a big deal. When you look back to see where you started, you're like, wow, I can't believe that I wasn't doing anything, but now I'm doing everything and I don't feel overwhelmed because I implemented it in my lifestyle. The last tip I'm going to give you is schedule. Schedule what you do. Sometimes we just think, okay, we just put it out there what we're going to do. We're going to exercise 30 minutes, 5 days out the week. But if you don't schedule it, how is it going to get done? So make sure you schedule it in your schedule, because Stephen Covey always says, it's not enough to just prioritize your schedule, but you need to schedule your priorities. So make sure. So in summary, take into consideration your current schedule, choose one SMART goal and implement that goal in your lifestyle. And then once you've implemented that goal in your lifestyle, then work on the next SMART goal and then the next one. And before you know it, build up on it. I always recommend to have a weekly check-in. Check in with yourself, ask yourself, did I actually complete these SMART goals? Or was it just something I put out in the air? And if you're like, yes, I was able to complete it, great. Is there any way that I could improve? If the answer is no, I didn't complete it, then the next question is, how can I improve? Because number one, we want to keep going. We want to keep improving and getting better with our healthy lifestyle. And then last but not least, schedule what you do. Schedule what you do. And I want to take a moment to kind of consider, what is that cost of transformation for you? I always ask my patients, tell me, why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to go through this healthy lifestyle change? And everyone's different. Everyone has a different why. But the question you have to ask yourself, especially as you start to implement these changes, is what I'm doing worth it? Is the cost of me doing this healthy lifestyle worth it for me? If it is worth it for you, then you'll keep doing it. If it's not worth it, then you may stop. And so the one thing I want you to consider is that cost of transformation. I like to think if I know myself, there was a period of time when I would just say, hey, I'm going to go exercise tomorrow. Then tomorrow we get here and I say, oh, I'm going to go exercise tomorrow. Then before you know it, a week has gone by, a month has gone by. And now it's a year has gone by and I haven't done anything. But if I had, actually started just implementing one step at a time, how much more further would I have been toward the end, and that end of that year? Probably a lot further than I was. So consider what your why is for transforming and if you're ready to make that step. If you are, we have a Thrive for Life 8-week online program that helps people with getting on top, getting back on track, with their weight loss goals and their healthy lifestyle. We will help you with implementing the different healthy lifestyle, what to do, what not to do. And then also we have multiple medical experts that are going to help you not only thrive in your lifestyle. Well, I thank you. And you can register. Go to thriveforlifeprogram.com. The course starts February 15th, but if you sign up now, you'll get the early bird discount. Well, I look forward to seeing you on next week. If you have any questions, post it in the chat, in the comment section. I'll see it and I'll get back to you. All right. We'll see you back next time. Bye.